Well, you know, I think a lot of artists get their inspiration from their own personal painful process of, you know, trying to wake up and stay alive. And I know that's true for me. But I think that's part of it. I think part of it is, well, writing is a kind of therapy, you know. But the other part, I think, is just living in a creative way. Yeah. So, you know, my friend Michael Lilly with Elixir Strings, he introduced me to whitewater kayaking. And we've been on big kayaking trips all over the world, twice to the Himalayas, Bhutan and Nepal, Costa Rica, the Grand Canyon, the Alps and France. And just, there's something about, you know, you get to the edge of your comfort zone beyond it too. And I think it really keeps everything flowing, you know. So to me, creative stuff just happens when you're awake. Yeah, I write on guitar almost all the time. I've written a few songs on the piano, but just a handful over the years. I don't really play piano. I can just bang out some chords, you know. But guitar, golly, I don't know. I mean, from as long as I can remember watching guys play guitar when I was a kid, it looked like the coolest thing in the world. I mean, I was born in Memphis in 1953, and my mother was one of those women who thought Elvis belonged to her because he was a local hit first, you know. And I remember seeing those guys, and then, you know, of course, I was still a kid when the Beatles, Stones came along, Roy Orbison. I just always wanted to play. My first guitar was a Fender acoustic guitar that I got when I graduated from high school. And during high school, I sang in bands, but I was just the singer, you know. But when I graduated, I got it was all mahogany, top, sides, and back, and I wish I still had it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's great.
My second guitar was a Gibson J45. And my third one was a Martin D28. Well, I've got a Gibson J200 that I've had for about 20 years. That's my main road guitar. It's a beautiful guitar, but it's also a really sweet one. I mean, most people who say, oh my God, that's a J200 and it sounds so good, you know?
What do you like about it the most?
Well, I tune it down a whole step.
Okay.
And it's got plenty of balance, but it's got a real nice warm bottom. It works, you know, the maple, those guitars are maple guitars, so they're pretty hard-edged, bright guitars. And this is it's just a really nice, warm but present guitar. Well, I think the most important thing is to get yourself into a songwriting community. Sometimes people will ask me when I'm on the road, hey, do I need to move to Nashville or LA or New York or Austin? And I'll say, well, you don't have to, but it gives you a reference as to what's really good. You know, I was talking the other day to my buddy Don Henry. Don won a Grammy a few years ago for Country Song of the Year. And I said, Don, every time I see you play, man, it raises the bar for me. It's a reference for what's good, you know. And it inspires me to do better myself. So I think that's one thing. It's not just about, and it's not just the reference, but it's also that we need the support of a songwriting community. You know, we need to find our peers, you know, because without that kind of encouragement, it's really hard to grow sufficiently to participate as a pro.